the role of an artifact in activating your alter ego. So today we're going to talk about how a physical object triggers a mindset shift that can help you flip the switch. So let's first talk about what is an artifact and the alter ego effect. An artifact is a physical object that acts as a trigger, helping you to shift into the mindset of your alter ego. In the Alter Ego Method book, Todd explains that high performers, athletes, actors, business leaders often use this external object to signal the transformation from their everyday self into their most powerful and fearless identity. I guess think of it like a superhero costume. When Clark Kent puts on his cape, he's no longer a mild-mannered reporter. He becomes Superman. An artifact is a symbol that helps you step into your own version of greatness. Why does an artifact work? Your brain responds to cues, right? Whether it's music, scents, or physical sensations. A dedicated object creates a psychological association that tells your brain, this is who I am now. This is my moment to perform. So, using an artifact can help separate your everyday self from your alter ego, signal confidence and focus on command. It can help reduce self-doubt and hesitation. And it also helps you flip the switch into action mode. This is especially powerful when self-sabotage shows up. Instead of getting caught in old habits of doubt or avoidance, your artifact can help you step into this version of yourself that takes action without overthinking. So, what are some famous examples of artifacts here? We talked about how high achievers use artifacts to activate their alter egos, but what are they using? Let's talk about Beyonce. For Beyonce, her artifact was her stage costumes, especially her heels and her bold outfits. She's described that the moment she puts on those performance pieces, she felt different. It was as if she stepped into her alter ego skin. She even once said, when I put on my stilettos and my outfit, I transform into Sasha Fierce. This shows how a simple physical cue, whether it's a jacket or a pair of glasses or a bracelet, can instantly trigger a mindset shift. Let's talk about Kobe. For Kobe, his artifacts were his Lakers jersey. The moment he put it on, he wasn't Kobe Bryant anymore. He was the Black Mamba. And also his Mamba mindset rituals. He had a pre-game routine that reinforced this identity from visualizing to his practice warm-ups. Kobe explained, when I put on that jersey, I become something else. I'm no longer me. It's all about the mission, the game, the win. This physical transformation helped him leave behind his self-doubt, his hesitation, and distractions that might have plagued him on the court. And lastly, let's talk about David Bowie again. For Bowie, his artifacts were his costumes, the makeup, the stage persona, the red hair, and the lightning bolt makeup. Bowie transformed his physical appearance into something completely otherworldly. The moment he put on Ziggy's signature red wig, he became Ziggy Stardust. He also used the glam rock fashion, the flashy, futuristic outfits helped him feel like a character rather than just himself. It created separation from his personal identity and allowed him to step into performance fully. Also, the theatrical performances. Ziggy Stardust wasn't just a name, he was this full-blown character. Bowie would move, he would act, he would interact with the audience as if Ziggy was a real being. By putting on these physical elements, Bowie was able to mentally and emotionally flip the script into Ziggy Stardust mode. And let's talk about Todd Herman, the author of The Alter Ego Effect. He used a pair of glasses to step into his powerful, focused self when he was coaching with high-level clients. Even though he didn't need them for vision, they became this switch to confidence. Beyonce and Kobe and David Bowie, all of these have huge like costume pieces to them, right? You don't have to choose something big and crazy, right? It can be as simple as a pair of glasses. So let's talk about Emily's artifact. Emily struggles with self-worth before auditions, right? She wants to feel more confident and powerful and in control. So she creates her alter ego called Viva Steel, a posed and fearless performer. So to activate Viva Steel, she chooses a sleek leather jacket as her artifact. So before an audition, she puts on her leather jacket. This triggers her brain to think, I'm no longer Emily, a nervous actress. I am Viva Steel, a prepared, magnetic performer. Then that causes her to step into the audition room differently. Head high, voice steady, fully embodying her alter ego. Here's some other artifact ideas that you can use too. You could use a ring. Every time you touch it, you could remind yourself of your alter ego's confidence. You could use lipstick. That could be your signal that it's time to own the room. You could use a bracelet. You put it on right before you do a self-tape, and that helps you enter performance mode. So how do you choose your own artifact? Your artifact should be something that you can touch and physically interact with, where you could wear it or hold it or touch it. It should feel special and intentional to you, not just any object, but something that represents your alter ego's power. And it should be something that's really easy to incorporate into your routine, something that you could bring or you could wear in key moments like auditions and performances, something quick and easy. Here's a few more examples that you could use of a personal artifact. You could use a pair of sunglasses for stepping into some bold, untouchable energy. You could wear a blazer or a jacket for confidence before big meetings or performances. You could wear a watch or a ring, a subtle but powerful reminder of strength. You could use a notebook or a pen for unlocking creativity or focus before you are writing. You could use a lucky bracelet or a charm, something that gives you a connection to something stronger than yourself. You could use a rock that goes into your pocket, something that you could touch and feel if you needed to in the moment. So, how do you use an artifact to flip the switch? Once you've chosen your artifact, use it intentionally to trigger your alter ego. This could be by creating a pre-performance routine before stepping into a high-stakes moment like auditioning or a meeting, a performance, networking event. Put your object on or interact with your object in an intentional way. And here's an example. Emily zips up her leather jacket before she goes into an audition and tells herself, Viva Steel is here and I am ready. You could also pair it with a mantra. Your artifact becomes even more powerful when it's combined with a power phrase. Here's an example. Before stepping on stage, Beyonce would put on her heels and think, I am Sasha Fierce. And then lastly, touch your artifact when you need the confidence. If doubt creeps in, interact with your artifact to recenter yourself. And here's an example. Before walking into an audition room, Emily grips her sleeves of her jacket and she reminds herself of her alter ego's strength. So here's some final thoughts for you. Your artifact is the key to your transformation. Your alter ego is not pretending or being fake. It's unlocking a part of you that already exists, and your artifact just helps you step into that identity on command. So today, in your activity below, you are going to choose your artifact. What item represents the strongest, most fearless version of yourself? And you're going to identify that physical trigger that will help you activate your alter ego. Your artifact is your superpower. Use it well and watch your confidence transform.